Step up to the plate, it's Robin and Dwina Gibb.
Robin has been married to his wife Dwina, an artist and writer, for 23 years. They live in a 10th century house. They're both vegetarians and like to meditate together.
Welcome. How lovely to see you. Now, before we find out about you, let's have a look at what you said about yourselves.
We've been together since 1980.
She was an artist and she did a series of drawings for me, and that's how it started. I was never really looking for a traditional wife in the sense of a homemaker. I wanted somebody that was like a soulmate.
I think it was fate that I met Robin. He was born on the same day, which is amazing, you know, and I also believe in reincarnation, so I definitely believe that I've known Robin before and I will know him again.
Kerry. My lifestyle is not a typical show business glamorous lifestyle. I'm a very sort of creature of habit.
He's had the same breakfast for 25 years, for goodness sake. 5 shredded wheat and a tea with 3 tea bags.
Relationships do help songwriters in their work. I don't know what I would have done if she hadn't been there. And all the songs I wrote in this house, and Chain Reaction and Heartbreak, have all really been, you know, in this relationship.
I think he's humorous, he's creative, and he's special.
We've got great respect for each other's space and creative spirits, and I think that really counts in a relationship.
Brace yourselves. It's not gone with the wind, but you know.
Thank you both so much for being here. And thank you for letting us into your gorgeous home as well. That was wonderful. Dwina, we know that you believe in fate, and there's this strange coincidence that when you were about 14, you were watching television and you saw Robin, and what did you say?
The Bee Gees were on the Lulu show, I think it was, and I'd just come home from school.
It was one of our first TV shows in Britain.
And my sister asked me, if you could marry one of them, which one would you marry? And I sort of looked at them, and I saw Morris was just behind
my
you.
twin brother, yeah.
Yes, but he jumped as if Morris had pinched his bum, and I thought, well, I'd marry him because he's got a good sense of humour. Yes.
Isn't it amazing that you remember that moment and then you met and you are married?
Well, I completely forgot all about it. My sister reminded me of it after we got married.
Right, let's see how you do this evening, because it is time to play All-Star, Mr. and Mrs. Let's move the booze. The rules are a piece of cake. Both partners will be asked the same questions, and all they have to do is to match the answers. It's simplicity itself.
Right, which of you is going in the booth tonight?
She is.
On you go, Dwina. In you go. Just hop on the headphones and the blindfold. And as soon as Dwina can neither hear or see anything, we can get going. OK. We're going to ask Robin 3 questions, and then we will bring Dwina back out of the booth and ask her the same 3 questions. And to win the game, all they need to do is say the same. So, first question, Robin. Dwina said in the film that you are a creature of habit and you're quite particular about what you eat.
Right.
So much so that you've had the same breakfast for the past 25 years. How many shredded wheats a morning?
5.
The big, full-size ones, not the minis?
5. Big, full-size shredded wheat.
Ian, both of them could only do 3.
Well, I beat him.
We salute you, sir.
Indeed, so you should.
25 years of shredded wheat, but if you could only eat one of the following list of foods that I'm going to give you for the rest of your life, which would you choose? Would it be cheese on toast? Would it be shredded wheat? Or would it be macaroons?
I would say probably, in my case, probably cheese on toast.
We understand that if you haven't eaten proper supper, after that slot, when you would have supper, you have to only eat cheese and toast.
Yes, that's right. So
After 9 o'clock. If you miss your supper, you get to 9 o'clock, then that's it.
That's it, then I will eat cheese on toast.
That's cheese on toast time.
That would be cheese on toast time.
What time of day is a macaroon acceptable?
Any town. Any time of day.
But when does your stomach say, I really need a macaroon?
As soon as if I haven't eaten dinner, I wake up, sort of like 4 or 5 in the morning, macaroons.
Uh-huh. And do you pad down to the kitchen and get them?
Yes, I do.
Do you?
Yes.
You don't ring Dwina?
Sometimes I call down. Well, that's my idea of going down to the kitchen, is getting somebody to bring them up.
Which of these foods could you eat for the rest of your life, then? Would it be cheese on toast, shredded wheat or macaroons?
I would say cheese on toast.
Cheese on toast,
Cheese on
lovely.
toast. Right then. Question 2. You own a number of statues. In fact, we've got a couple of pictures here. There you go. There's you with a giant hair, and I think that's a big raven, the one on the right-hand side.
Yeah, that's right.
They're beautiful statues. If you were to turn a big chunk of marble into a statue of Dwina, where would you mount it?
That's a leading question.
No, let me help you with it.
Okay.
Would it be...
The family show.
Would it be in the entrance hall?
That's not normally where things are mounted. Well,
it's your house.
Yes.
In the bedroom, in the refectory, or do you think she might say, when I ask her this question, another room, that you'd have picked another room?
It's got to be one of those answers.
Yes.
I will say the refectory.
You're going to say she's going to say the refectory.
Yeah.
What's a refectory?
The refectory is where they used to educate the young monks in the 1500s.
OK.
Right. Question 3, Robin. Of all the clothes you wear, which will Dwina say makes you look the sexiest?
We've never had this discussion because
Hasn't she ever said
never
you look
wants
sexy
to.
in that?
Well, she never wants to. She doesn't talk openly about what I look sexy in, because she doesn't like to sort of pay compliments to me. But well, I'm going to say she likes suits.
Suits.
Yes.
Sexiest in a suit.
Yes.
Lovely.
OK, very good. Well, there we are. Let's get her out and see what she's got to say. Dwina, you can come out now. Round of applause for Dwina, I think.
You did terribly.
So Robin has given us his answers, and to win the game, Dwina needs to say the same.
Question 1, Dwina. As you know, Robin is a creature of habit, and you've told us that he likes to have the same breakfast, and he has done for the last 25 years, 5 big shredded wheats.
Yes.
However, if there was only one food that he had to eat for the rest of his life, which would he choose? Would it be cheese on toast? Would it be shredded wheat? Or would it be macaroons?
Macaroons.
He said cheese on toast.
Oh, he didn't.
Just tell us...
I did.
He eats macaroons all the time.
Well, only at certain times. But if it was something that I had to eat all the time,
That wasn't a match. Here we go. Let's see if you can match this one.
OK.
You and Robin, we had a look at some of the statues that you've got around the house. But if Robin were to turn a chunk of marble into a statue of you, where would he mount it? In the entrance hall, in the bedroom, in the refectory.
Oh, my goodness.
Where would he put it?
A statue of me? Probably in the refectory.
Yeah!
That's one of his favourite rooms.
Third and final question. Dwina, of all the clothes that Robin wears, which do you think makes him look the sexiest?
Sexiest? Oh, my goodness. Well, I like him in suits.
Well done, you. At the end of that round, you got 2 matches out of a possible 3, and they will be back to play in the his and hers round a little bit later in the show. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, Robin and Dwina! each other, but it's time to discover what they think about each other. Let's hope they have a telepathic link, because they certainly won't have a visual link, because we have deployed the sight-proof screen.
Please welcome back Robin Gibb and his wife, Dwina. So there's Robin and Dwina. They absolutely can't see each other. They've got their paddles in their hands. They each have a set of his and hers, a pink paddle and a blue paddle. We're going to ask them 6 questions. If the answer applies to him, they show the blue one. If it applies to her, then they'll lift up the pink one. To win, they simply have to match. So, for example, who's the oldest? How would you answer? And that's a match. Simple as that.
Well done. Are you ready to play his and hers?
Yes. Congratulations. You got that one right. You OK?
Yeah. No more talking.
Not a word.
Let's go.
Who's the most impulsive? It's a match!
Question 2. Who is the most creative?
That's a very difficult one.
Yeah.
Can't put 2 up at the same time?
No.
That's what I'm going to say.
It's a match.
It's a match, well done.
Who's the funniest?
Question 4. Who would win in an arm wrestling contest? No match.
Who has the best taste in music? That's a match.
And final question, question 6. Who is the most likely to streak?
To streak.
No.
Not a match, I'm afraid. No, that's it.
I can't believe you
That's
said
the
that.
end of your his and hers round. You got 4 matches out of a possible 6. Well done, but is that going to be good enough to take them to the final and fight for the £30,000 jackpot? We'll find out in a minute. Off you go. Thank you, Robin and Dwina.
Well done, guys.
Will that be good enough to go through to the final? Let's bring back all our couples and find out.
Well, our couples have spilt the beans on their loved ones, but only one couple can win. The couple who match the most answers and who are going through to the final of All-Star Mr. and Mrs. tonight are Steve and Claire.
Oh!
Out of a possible 9 matches, you got 7. Very good, well done.
Congratulations. Oh!
But we're so sorry to see all of you leave us. Robin and Dwina, you've been fantastic. Theo and Melanie, thank you.
Nobody goes away empty-handed. Each of our couples who doesn't get through to the final gets £5,000 to give to the charity of their choice. Robin and Dwina, which is your charity?
Rebecca House. It's a children's hospice on the Isle of Man.
Thank you very much indeed. And Theo and Melanie.
Splitting it between Global Angels, which is a children's charity for around the world, and
Willow Foundation, which is special days for young adults.
Thank you both very much indeed.
Well, that's not all, because they do get to take home their very own crystal-encrusted all-star Mr. and Mrs. Carriage clock. There you go, look at that. That's a beauty. And here it is. There you are. It's small but dangled from a watch chain on your waistcoat. It's going to look fantastic. There you are. There's your one, and there's your one. Thank you very much indeed. Let's hear it for our 2 departing couples.
But our congratulations go to Steve and Claire. Join us after the break when we probe even further into their world as they play for the possible £30,000 jackpot on All-Star Mr. and Mrs.